and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
And a half, Pete.
There you go.
Here on this 18th day of December in the year 2018, Anno Domini. This is the Den, Ken's Den, in lieu of a monologue today.
Yes. I still have to read the disclaimer, right?
Saying it's my last broadcast until...
the new year.
Until first night, actually.
Yeah.
Not quite the new year. Instead of doing a monologue, this is that time of year where I do tell a Christmas tale.
I know what's coming.
The views expressed... Oh, no. Okay. The views expressed by the host during his monologue are those solely of his own, not those of WSKB, Westfield State University, our underwriters, or the jolly old fat man that's going around next week. And now...
Once upon a time, During a particular Christmas season, a long, long time ago, Santa was getting ready for his annual trip, but there were problems everywhere. 4 of his elves got sick, and the backup elves did not produce the toys as fast as the regular ones, so Santa was beginning to feel the pressure of being behind schedule. Then Mrs. Claus told Santa that her mom was coming to visit. This stressed Santa even more. When he went to harness the reindeer, he found that 3 of them were about to give birth, and 2 had jumped the fence and were out to heaven knows where. More stress. Then when he began to load the sleigh, one of the boards cracked, and the toy bag fell to the ground and scattered the toys. So, frustrated, Santa went into the house for a cup of coffee and a shot of whiskey. When he went to the cupboard, he discovered that those elves had drank all the liquor, and there was nothing to drink. In his frustration, he accidentally dropped the coffee pot, and it broke into hundreds of little pieces all over the kitchen floor. He went to get the broom and found out that mice had eaten the straw it was made of. Just then the doorbell rang. He opened the door, and there was a little angel with a great big Christmas tree. The angel said, very cheerfully, "Merry Christmas, Santa. Isn't it just a lovely day? I have a beautiful tree for you. Isn't it just a lovely tree? Where would you like me to stick it?" And that, boys and girls, is the beginning of the tradition of having an angel on top of the tree.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com. Offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Wednesday mornings start off right from 6 to 8 a.m. with Tina Gorman and Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
8:15 and a half, Pete.
And a half.
We're hitting them today.
And a half.
We did it.
This is the 18th day of December in the year 2018. Anno Domini. This is the Den. Ken's Den. Ken Stomsky behind the microphone, as I am each and every Tuesday morning. In front of the Radio Millennium Board, Kitten of the Keys, Sherman Miel, the...
I heard it this morning. You've changed the nomenclature.
The December dork of the dials, Mr. Peter Coles.
See, I don't have a problem with that.
You said that this morning. Where did that word even come from? That was an expression a long time ago.
It was a substitute for geek.
Oh, okay.
Geek, nerd,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
In other words,
Well, I know what it means. I just wondered
everything
where
that
it
he and I
came
were
from.
called when we were growing up, basically.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
And I resemble those remarks, so it never bothered me.
Okay.
Nerd.
All right. My
Dork.
kids said I was square when
I
was
always
younger,
thought
so-
I
Dork
was,
had a bit of a negative connotation, but now I don't care.
yeah, I always thought I was more of a geek than a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, because
geek out
I
about
didn't
things.
run straight A's.
And I wasn't a mathlete, so it was
Yeah.
tough to be a nerd.
Yeah, yeah, we were geeks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. Whatever you say.
There's a bit of a subculture there.
All right. Now that we've entertained the public with that information that they never
most-
really needed to know.
I heard a whole show. What's his name? The astrophysicist does a podcast. And he did a whole thing about Big Bang, and talking about most people more identify with the nerd culture than they do with the hip hop or whatever. Most people, whether it doesn't, that's cross societal
That's all
realms.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah, societal realms, and the Big Bang Theory kind of brought that out of everybody.
Yeah, it's cool to be a smarty now.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you for enlightening. Light.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is
Yes.
does the podcast.
Yes.
And I love watching because he has a comedian and a scientist on with him, and he's both. Neil deGrasse Tyson is very funny.
He was just at the Bushnell a couple weeks ago.
Was he?
He did a performance on a Monday night. I would have loved to have seen it, but I had rehearsal.
And they the show is I just remember just popped in my head. It's called Star Talk, and they do it at the museum at night, and it's beautiful there. I mean, it's a really fun show.
I'd love him to come to Western Mass right now and explain this whole global warming thing with the weather we've been having.
Yeah, they claim it's getting colder, so
Yeah. Well,
global warming.
You see, now
it's a misnomer.
Now they say,
Yes,
well, it
that's
has.
correct.
Now they say it has to get cold in order to have global warming.
I have
So
not
they
heard
changed
that.
all that around now.
But the other thing too is I this is my problem with it. In the lifespan of Earth, everything's cyclical, right? So we
True.
go through periods of stuff.
True.
Is there something happening? Yes. I have no problem with that. Are we arrogant enough to think it's all us? And I say maybe we've contributed to it, but we're not the sole cause of
We
it.
are accelerating it. That may be true, but we are accelerating it.
Kathy's cows are accelerating.
But guess
it
what?
more than
They
we
are.
But guess
I
what?
know.
When all the
That's
fossil
true.
fuels are burned out, then the Earth will correct itself again.
We won't have to worry about that, though, Peter, will we?
Probably not.
I will not be.
And I don't have kids, so I don't need to worry about that either. So I say, let's party. Burn that oil, baby.
Okay, go and use your plastic straws, kid.
I don't have a problem with all the solars. We just don't have enough land mass to produce enough solar to make it work. And then nobody wants those big wind turbines in their backyard. See, everybody wants the cool, alternative energies, but then they don't want it because it's an eyesore.
What kind of energy do you think was used to produce those things?
Oh, I know. I don't have I understand that. I get it. But nobody else does, so whatever. Actually, what they say is the naysayers say there's more harmful chemicals in the solar panels than to balance for the stuff that they produce, but that's okay.
I have not heard that one either.
Oh yeah, the stuff that they make them out of
Used to
is
make
highly
it,
toxic.
to
Yes.
produce
And
it.
if you have an electric car, guess what, honey? You're using a nuke or coal in order to charge it.
Oh, I have no
Not
argument
anymore.
with that.
We've outlawed coal.
It's coming. It's going to come back.
I think the nuke might come
Trump
back.
is going to make America great again, and he's going to bring back coal.
It ain't gonna happen. They've shut down most of the mines, but I think that the nuclear, if they ever figure out how to do that right, and not have. Somebody said that, and I heard this quoted because I was just watching Chernobyl as we watched it, and it's a great documentary about all the news coverage around that type of thing, and they were saying that the nuclear power, the potential of an accident is infinitesimal, but the reality of an accident is unbelievable. So that was the trade-off. But actually, the cheapest and most efficient way to produce power is nuclear, except when you have an accident. And those are so rare that, there's plants operating all over the country that have no problems. Decommission, run their whole life cycle, decommission, and go out like a Vermont Yankee. That ran for almost 40 years, decommissioned, and now it's being torn down. So,
Okay.
it is what it is.
And didn't they tear down that
we have a
coal
seat for you,
plant?
John. What?
Didn't they tear down the coal plant?
They
on
are,
the
yes.
hill?
Yep. But that ran its lifespan too.
Huge plant. Yep. Gigantic plant.
Go sit in the chair that you're supposed to be sitting in. Jeez. I have the microphone open for him, and he goes and sits at the wrong microphone.
I'm ready to jump right into a quiz here, and I'm realizing...
I didn't realize we were starting with the quiz.
Well, because you need to leave for a bit, I'd like to try to get the quiz over and then do the answers when you get back.
I was coming down Western Ave as you finished your story, and I started laughing so hard, and my 6-year-old was like, "Daddy, what's so funny?"
I did fail to mention that on top of myself and Peter, we also have side chick extraordinaire Kathy Palmer.
Here.
Hi, Kathy.
Good morning.
I wish that somebody would do a good job with writing utensils here in the studio, because the 3 that are in the utensil holder are all defective. And I thought I had. Oh, I think
this is a public university.
I may have one.
I see one more marker.
I have my own pen. I'm good. Anyways,
Nope, that's the noise maker.
Kenny's running around.
Fine morning in Westfield.
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Very well, very well. The sun is shining brightly in the sky.
My problem is I haven't had good enough weather to run my smoker.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
It is. Last thing I had was my turkey. By the way, I got a lot of stock out of that. I bought a huge pot of stock.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Because I was one person, so I cut up as much as I could of the turkey.
Yeah.
And then I just threw the whole stinking thing in one shot.
Yeah.
Just dumped the whole thing in there.
That's usually what I end up doing. Everybody gets tired of eating the actual meat off of it, and you just throw the rest in and make it.
And I had a 17-pounder, so I had a lot of extra meat on there.
Awesome. You stocked up for a while? Put some in the freezer?
Oh, God, yeah.
Nice.
I'm good for like half the winter. Easily half the winter.
That's
Every so often go buy tortellinis.
Buy a big roast and break it down. Buy a big turkey and break it down. Especially for solo people or couples, you can get away with saving a lot of money by buying a big piece and cooking it and freezing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing. I don't have a ton of room in my freezer, so I got to kind of strategically do things.
Yes.
Like how often do I want to eat beef?
Correct. And then finding the right containers is important. Things that'll stack well or flatten well, and coming up with a system that works for you that to keep your food fresh.
I've noticed those red top. The red top ones? Rubbermaid, I think, makes them systems.
Yeah.
You can buy them fairly cheaply, and they hold up for like a year or two, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Or when you lose all the tops.
I start losing the lids.
Yeah.
I just chuck them now.
Where on earth do they go?
I happen to use Polish Tupperware.
Same idea. Mine just cost a couple bucks.
Right.
All right. Before you start the quiz, I'll be right back.
You got to be kidding me. All right, so I wanted to do this last month, but we just never got around to it because Peter didn't load up my slides.
Well, pie is good any time of the year.
Yeah, so. And between Thanksgiving and Christmas, there certainly is an opportunity to either make and or consume a lot of pies, and you can play along on Channel 15 with this, all right? Because we're putting up slides for each question. So you can play along and score yourself, and then in the second half of the broadcast, we'll go over the answers to see how you did.
Right.
The last time we did a thing here, I beat the chef out by just a little bit, but he claims that happened because I just watched too much damn television.
Well, they do have some. They are Food Network quizzes, so there's stuff that is sometimes covered on the Food Network.
Oh yeah, of course. But now this is about pies. It's about baking.
Exactly.
Which
I'm excited about this.
I do some baking, and especially since last year I picked up my first KitchenAid. I've been able to play around with bread and yeast and finding patience to let things rise and whatnot, but I'm still not a baker, So I like to eat pie. I'm not one that really makes a lot of them. But Channel 15, if you don't have Comcast and you want to play along, you can also go to westfieldtv.org. That's westfieldtv.org. I want to get started on this in a minute. I'm waiting for Pete because he just screwed me like you just screwed me for coming in 10 minutes late, too. But we'll get through it.
Wow, you're having a rough morning today, huh, Ken?
Yeah.
I said I'd be here at 8:20, and here I was at 8:20.
All right. So, without any further ado...
Oh, Stewie and Brian, you're just in time for pie.
Did somebody say pie?
Bye.
It's a wonderful day for pie. You can ask all the birds in the sky, and they'll tell you real sweet with a musical tweet.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
For pie.
For pie.
For pie.
For pie.
This is wonderful, Brian. Oh, let's live in this universe.
Gosh, it's pretty intoxicating, isn't it?
I want to hear more music about pie.
It's a wonderful day for pie, and it smells a lot better than I.
Everyone in the house.
And this Adam West mouse.
The bees making honey. This Tom Tucker bunny.
We all sing with glee, 'cause we all agree it's a wonderful, wonderful day for pie.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
Kathy, what do you think
Somebody
of that
had to say it.
What's that?
What do you think of that orchestration?
Well, I liked it. Why? Why?
It was fantastic. No,
It was
It made me
awesome.
think of theater. We should have been doing a show.
Oh, yes, we could
We can
be
work it into one of your
dancing.
next musicals.
Yeah, we could. We could write a pie song. We will do that. Don't ever tempt me.
All right. Do we have our slides up ready to go on Channel 15? Okay, question number 1. All right. Which of these is America's favorite pie? Is it pumpkin, cherry, apple, or chocolate cream? That one's going to be interesting to find out. Slide number 2. In the Middle Ages, pies were filled with what? Sweet potatoes, spinach, meat, or blackberries? I think I know this one. Sweet potato, spinach, meat, or blackberries. In the Middle Ages, what were pies filled of? Number 3. Which of these ingredients is not typically found in pie dough? Butter, sugar, baking powder, or cold water? If you're playing along at home, just mark them down. Question 1, question 2, question 3, and then A, B, C, or D as you go along.
See them on the screen, yeah. WestfieldTV.org or Channel 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Covered that while you were out, Pete.
Technology is its finest.
We are at number 4. What were the first pie crusts called? Were they nests, pillows, troughs, or coffins? Ooh, I'm going to have to guess on
I had a
this
guess on that one, too.
Yeah,
That was a guess.
Yeah, that's something everybody knows. Yeah.
I thought the historian might know that one.
No clue, huh, Kathy?
I know. I'm going back to the Outlander books, thinking, did they ever make pie? No.
Oh, my goodness. And what culture? I mean, this is a cultural thing.
Yeah. See, there you go. We already have a question from the chef.
Slide number 5. To achieve a flaky pie crust, the butter should be A, cold, B, room temperature, or C, melted. I know that one.
I know that one, too.
I know that one. Number 6 is only an A or B, so you stand a good chance of getting it right.
Yeah. Equalizer question.
Slide number 6. Which pie dough is the correct texture? And you see, this is why you need to follow along on Channel 15, because there's no way to describe this. It's a visual. So you want to choose A or B. I know which one I'm choosing. So number 6. Which pie dough is the correct texture? It's 8:30, Pete. Let me do a quick break. because we have to pay homage to our underwriters. And when we get back, we will get right to it, going on to slide number 7.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
8:31 and a half. We are going through our holiday pie quiz. We'll see how we did on the second half of the broadcast. We were up to question number 7. What is the right way to roll out pie dough? Is it A, from the edges inward?
This one's going to be tough.
B, from the center outward? C, back and forth across the dough? Or D, flattening the edges, having the center thick? And I know this one.
I would think you want an even pie crust because you want it to bake properly.
Right, but how do you get it to that point? and not have it come apart on you?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
All right. We're moving right along because I do have to excuse Chef near the 9 o'clock hour. He's going to be gone for about 10 minutes or so. And then when he comes back, if there are any more questions to go over, we'll go over them. But I plan on getting them all done here.
It's like a proctor. I feel like I'm at the SATs.
Slide number 8 is another visual. Which tool makes each crimped crust edge? There's an option of a fork, chopstick, spoon, or kitchen shears.
So you have to label these ones.
Yeah. So you have a fork, chopstick, spoon, or kitchen spears. I'm just going to write down which utensil on each quarter of the pie.
Right.
And I think I'm going to be close because we have a fork, a chopstick. Okay, a fork is probably this one. And the chopstick is going to be this one. And shears are going to be this one. All right, I think I got them. Chef?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Pete still has a utensil in his hand.
All right, I think so.
All right, you got it? We should have played some of my match game music for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh.
All right, on to slide number 9. I know I'm going to answer this one because I just did it this past weekend.
I have no idea.
What does it mean to blind bake a pie? A, to bake the crust before adding the filling. B, to make a pie without a recipe. C, to cover a pie with foil while baking. Or D, to wait to bake a pie until the morning of Thanksgiving, or in this case, Christmas. So we know it's not D.
I have no clue.
You have no clue on that one, huh?
No, I'm
Yeah, I know I nailed that one. And there's 2 different methods of doing that too. And now that we all answered it,
I don't know.
I'm going to say that the 2 methods are either poking the bottom of it with a lot of holes, or filling it up with beans or something to keep the form. That's all. That's all. We all answered it already.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Slide number 10. This is another visual. So, sorry for my listeners only who are terrestrial, but
it's a wooden handle with a bunch of wires go around and around.
That's a good description.
In a U-shaped.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So they want to know the name of the tool that's being shown. Is that a bench scraper, a pastry blender, a mezzaluna, or a crust crimper? And I know what that one is, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
There's one in every crowd.
Wait a minute.
There.
The thing is now, I wouldn't be second guessing myself if Chef didn't say, describe it, because now it looks like half a moon, kind of, and that's what mezzaluna means.
Okay, gave that away. My answer's already in, and it's wrong.
No,
I'm not saying that's the correct answer. I'm saying I'm second guessing myself because I called it something else. I may have gotten that one wrong. Don't.
I'm sure we all have our fair share.
Don't follow this rabbit into the patch. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Slide number 11. Oh boy, this is another visual. Right. There are 4 different desserts shown, and we want to know what the proper name is for each dessert. And
I know 2 of the 4.
You have a tart and a galette and a...
I think it's called the galette.
Is it a galette?
See, I always knew when I had galettes, it was always fried dough. See, my mom made galettes when I was younger, but it was fried dough for breakfast. Galette. That's what she called it.
It must be.
It was a French thing. Yeah, it was a French Canadian thing, and that was always fried dough. So I might have a challenge on that one.
Yeah, there's some.
Because I don't see a galette on there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I see some. I also see some ambiguity.
Right, I'm doing what
exactly. There's some open for interpretation.
Yeah,
on that one.
I think that one is open for interpretation. I don't care for it much myself. And instead of writing pasty, I wrote Patsy.
Like Klein?
Crazy. Like somebody who you have to have take the fall in a crime.
Oh.
There's your Patsy. All right, slide number...
I have no idea.
Slide number 12. What is the main reason bakers prick the letter A into the top crust of an apple pie? A, to identify it as an apple pie. B, to allow steam to escape during baking. C, to tenderize the crust. Or D, to check for doneness. Oh,
the geek in me is coming on for that one.
I have an issue with that, but we'll see how.
I think it could be 2 of those.
Right. Well, yeah, right.
Oh, what did I do?
Well, specifically, then it can only be 1. But
see, I got a little upset here with the question because this is. Even though I brought these in, this is the first time I'm going over these questions, and I wish Chef we have an issue with number 12. There's 2 answers that could be, depending on what level of baking. If you're a home baker, it's 1 answer. If you're a professional baker, it could be 2.
I have no idea. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah.
Which of the following is the reason a pumpkin pie might crack?
I have no idea, but I want to know.
It was overbaked. It cooled too quickly. The custard was too thick. Both A and B. A was it was overbaked, and B, it cooled too quickly.
I think I know the answer.
I think I know that one.
I have no clue.
How are you doing, Kathy?
It's an engineering disaster is what it is.
See, now Pete has to mention engineering just to make Kathy feel even worse. Thank your father, kids. Thanks, Dad. All right.
That wasn't my intention.
I have to think this one over. I'm coming back to it.
All right, we're on to slide number 14. If your pie dough is too soft to roll out, you should return it to the fridge, add more flour, add more butter, mix in cornstarch.
Do you want to know what I do, or do you want to know the right answer? That makes a difference.
You could get away with one, but I think the correct answer is a different one.
I think so, too, yeah.
It's specific wording in the question that makes the difference in the answer, but very ambiguatory again.
You think,
you should?
Mm-hmm.
You should.
You should. Okay,
Best
you should.
practice.
All right. Then I think I got that one right.
Well, soft is different than wet. Let's put it that way.
Right, exactly.
That's the.
Oh, yeah. Okay. On to slide number 15. 15. What is the main ingredient in a shoe fly pie?
Come on, Kathy.
Kathy, come on.
I've
Shoe
never
fly,
even heard
don't
it.
bother me.
I know the song.
Okay. The options are peanut butter, molasses, chocolate, or maple
I actually know this
syrup.
one, and I don't know why I know this one.
I don't know what shoot like pie is.
If it's what I think it is, there's a reason
no idea.
why. And it's because of that ingredient. Because of the properties of that ingredient. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know.
Question number 16, 6. Which of these pies is typically made in a graham cracker crust? Is that key lime, lemon meringue, chef, or pecan?
I made one of these a few years back with a good friend.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
We'll talk about
I don't know.
We
I have no idea.
We're going to have I'm making a note right here. Got to have a good conversation about that one.
For sure.
All right, where am I at?
Number 17, sir.
17. You know what? We're going to pull it off. When do I have to excuse you at?
Oh, a 5 of.
5 of. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
All right, do it.
Number 17. Where is the... You see, now, you can know everything about cooking, everything about baking. All right? That doesn't mean you're going to know this one. Number 17.
There's a key question in the sign, though. look at the graphic.
Okay.
It narrows it down just a little bit.
Let me look at that. Okay, that helps. That helps.
It narrows down.
Where is the village of Pie Town?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Is that in A, New Mexico, B, Utah, C, Texas, or D, Maine? And I think that sign, it could only be like 2 things. So I'm going to go with one of the 2. I hope I'm right.
I've been around there once, I think, maybe.
I have no idea.
You've actually been to Pie Town?
Nope.
I've been by Christmas. Is it Christmas or Santa Claus, Indiana?
Oh,
one of the 2. I think it's Santa Claus, Indiana.
Have you ever been to Funky Town?
I have no idea.
No.
All right.
Regularly.
Would you take me down to Funky Town?
I don't know about that.
Slide 18. According to etiquette experts, I don't know anything about etiquette.
I know. We're in trouble with this group.
This is gonna
we
suck.
are in so much trouble. Fingers is not on there.
According to etiquette experts, pie a la mode should be eaten with
a knife,
fork, a spoon, or both.
See, I think because of the 2 different... The key to that question is a la mode.
Yeah, I eat ice cream with a fork, though.
You're not supposed to.
Etiquette is the key. There's experts.
I eat ice cream with the fork at home, right out of the container, because it's rock hard, and the fork gets in there really
it's easier
good.
to get it out than the spoon. I've learned that trick.
Yeah,
but I don't eat it out of the container.
But when I'm sitting down at a fancy place having a meal, I will use a spoon for ice cream.
Technically, all desserts are supposed to be eaten with a spoon,
Yeah.
but
that's what I'm leaning towards anyway.
But it's a pie. It's a pie,
sir,
not a cake.
Because they give you dessert forks. That's not true. Why did they give you a dessert fork?
Yeah, they
You have a dessert fork?
They do give a.
I guess in the
it depends on how fancy though.
in the
There's a
extended
salad,
setting, there is a dessert fork.
there is, but in a standard setting, there's only dessert spoon.
I'll eat with my fingers.
3 forks. Yeah, 3 forks.
Yeah, there's a dessert fork.
Yeah, there is.
It's like a salad fork.
Yeah, there is a dessert fork.
You know who would have
You were
the answer,
100%
according
correct,
to the
Kathy.
textbook would be the
About
class
something.
at WTA would have the answer in the textbook over there.
Culinary, yeah.
Yeah.
We are up to the true or false.
Okay, so I get a 50-50 chance here.
Pretty much.
Okay, good.
All right,
I'm
number
okay.
19. This is something I was talking about
Here we go again.
a month or 2 ago. A pie is not a cake, and a cake is a pie, like cheesecake. All right, you call it cheesecake, but cheesecake is really a pie because there's a filling and a crust. Here's one, number 19. Boston cream pie is not actually a pie. It's not actually a pie. True or false? Number 20. Adding vodka to pie dough makes for a flaky crust. True or false?
I have no idea, but adding vodka to the baker makes a flaky crust.
Or at least,
It might just make
flaky baker.
It might make
Baker.
it'll make the
There you go.
baker flaky. There's only two things that'll make a flaky crust. Number 21. You should always grease a pan. True or false? Ooh, Pete's thinking about that one. I see the smoke coming out of his ears now.
I gotta mull that one over.
If you think of the preparation of one dessert, that'll help you answer that question. But that's all I'm going to say. Are we ready to go on to number 22?
Yeah. Final question.
All right. The final question, true or false? Red delicious apples are ideal for apple pies. You know, they say ideal for apple pies.
I always thought the Granny Smiths were ideal for apple pies.
To make a proper pie, you actually use a combination of 2 to 4 different types of apples.
Some sweet and some
Chef?
sour.
Yep.
Yeah. To balance it out.
But it's more about the texture
There's
and moisture content.
Yeah. So, you know, they say ideal. I had to go one way or the other. We'll be scoring in the second half. It's 8:46 in the morning. Hey, Pete, do you have a special song to play for me?
I do.
Oh, no.
All right, let's hear it.
It's cold outside.
I've gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My
ice.
brother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Just listen to that fireplace
Now
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Sweetheart, what's your hurry?
Well, maybe just a half a
Why
drink
don't you
more.
put some records on while I
The
pour?
neighbors might think,
Baby, it's bad out there.
say, what's in this drink?
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Your eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I ought to say no, no, no,
fine
sir.
if I'm moving
At least I'm
closer.
gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense in hurting my
I
pride?
really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out. Oh, but it's cold outside.
I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This welcome has been
So lucky that you dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out that window at that
My sister
storm.
will be suspicious.
Gosh, your lips look
And my
delicious.
brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon a tropical
My
shore.
maiden aunt's mind is vicious.
Ooh, baby, you're so delicious.
Maybe just one little kiss more.
Never such a visit
Oh, I've
before.
gotta go home.
You'll freeze to the bone out there.
Hey, lend me your coat.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been great.
I thrill when you touch my
But
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Making my lifelong
At least there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia and
I really
died,
can't stay.
get over that old out. Baby, it's cold outside.
It is kind of chilly.
Just stay right here, baby. You ain't gotta be nowhere.
All right, you win.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Commercial Distributing Company of Westfield. Now in its third generation of family ownership, Commercial is one of the premier beverage distributors of Western Massachusetts. The Plasek family and the staff of Commercial Distributing wishes you good times throughout the year and urges you to drink responsibly.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. Ken's Den, Tuesday, 8 to 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum.
What the?
It's the little drummer boy.
All right, kid, that's enough. Your solo's over, kid.
That was it. That was never one of my favorite songs.
I always hated that song.
I don't know why.
I like it when Bing sings it, and Bing and what's his name? The rock star, David Bowie.
Yeah, Sleeper.
I think that was a good duet.
Together. Yeah, it
That's probably the best rendition of it.
I don't have anything really wrong about it. It was just icky.
Okay.
No, it just. Ugh. Do you have? Let me ask Ken, the original Grinch over here. Do you have?
I'd like to get a Brad Shepard version of it because he sings it so well.
I bet he does.
You're a mean one. Last week I had it down because my voice was so low, being congested.
He did it here once. He did it here when he was here.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's done it like at the Majestic every year for the Christmas show, and he can hit that note. And Mike Rowe does it really well too.
Do you have a favorite Christmas song, Ken? I shouldn't have asked that question, should I?
Yes, Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg.
Isn't that more of a New Year's song? Both.
It's a holiday. It is
a holiday song.
It comes out around the holidays.
I think of that as
it's not a traditional Christmas song as it would be because I hate all things Christmas song. My stomach retches right now when I go to one of the supermarkets to go buy my victuals because they got that stuff playing in the background.
It wouldn't be so bad if they didn't start in October.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly.
Or September.
I mean, they're not keeping me there longer by playing that stuff. I mean, I get in and I get out. They lose business from me because they're playing that crap.
And I'm not sure it puts me in a mood. I suppose it's supposed to be festive, and I'm not sure.
And what if I'm not Catholic or Christian? I mean, come on.
Are you offended?
Yeah.
Are you offended?
That shite offends me.
We're offending Ken. We're in trouble, Peter. We're offensive.
And if I'm offended, then everyone's going to hear about it, right?
And we should all stop playing those songs.
Absolutely. Otherwise, I'm going to write nasty things about your business on Facebook, and I'll do it every day.
Well, I hearken back to the day, and maybe you too.
Terrorist.
Have you smelled any of this?
Terrorist.
It's all sarcasm.
No. No. Actually, I hearken back to the day when we could sing Silent Night and O Little Town and all those songs in school. We were allowed to sing them. You can't do that.
I don't even think you are allowed to wear red and green this week in the schools anymore. Just because it might hint at something.
I don't think it's that bad, is it? Is it really?
I wouldn't. I
Don't
wouldn't doubt.
suggest it.
I wouldn't doubt it if it is that
Don't
bad.
suggest it. Somebody will come out and say that. What are we looking at?
Nothing. I'm just communicating with Ken.
Yeah, I can't read that from here.
I can.
During
read
your
it.
show, there's something's going to happen. And if
Uh-oh.
you recognize the logos, you'll know what's going to happen. Maybe we can go to it for a minute.
Oh, that's going to happen
Yeah.
today?
9:24.
9:24. Some type of eclipse.
No.
No?
I don't know. Look at those logos. What does that tell you?
Look at those logos.
Yeah.
Those are logos?
Yeah. They use it at the beginning of all of their webcasts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Okay, give me a hint here, guys. I'm looking at
there's
4
gonna be a-
pictures of the Earth.
there's going to be a launch.
No, that's Earth.
Okay.
Mars transitioning to the Earth.
Ah, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Interesting. And why? What's
That's
the launch?
I believe it's GPS satellite today.
Okay. I knew that. No, I didn't. I lied.
But it's
That was sarcasm.
it doesn't often happen during Ken's show.
Yeah, that must be Cape Canaveral they're doing that from?
I'd have to look at the manifest. I think it's Slick 40. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look.
He's teasing me with this, and we don't even know
Where it's going to be?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Go figure.
I don't really have the time to get on a flight right now and go check it out
No, you don't.
anyway.
How many launches have you guys actually gone to?
Together, too.
Yeah, Launch Complex 40. It's a GPS 3 space vehicle.
All right.
And when is the next one you're going to go back to?
I want to see the Crew Dragon, but I don't know if I can make it down there. It's supposed to be
When
right
is
before.
that?
It's going to be the first demo test on the SpaceX side of launching their manned capsule. The Dragon, they fly to the space station with cargo all the time.
Yeah.
The manned version, they're going to do an empty test of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going to be when?
That's scheduled for mid-January. I'm
Coming up
hoping it
soon.
gets pushed back a little bit further towards my birthday, and then I'll just do a quick jump.
Well, why
down
don't
there.
you just call them and ask?
That's not my
It's my
decision.
it's
And
my birthday. They should do this for me.
No, not my decision.
And I'm just going to be getting back from Vegas,
Yeah,
so
what-
I'm gonna have a hard time explaining to my boss. Hey, look, I'm
This
not.
might be a solo trip for Pete.
Yeah, you know what? There's another launch, Bill. I know I just got back, but I need to go down to Florida for the next 5 days.
The other
Yeah, that
significance.
might
Yeah,
not
that's
work.
not going to work.
Yeah.
The other significance of this, it'll be the first even manned test flight from Pad 39A, which is where the last shuttle took off from.
And that was when? The last shuttle.
2011, because I was there.
And you know what? The only time I'm going to be going down to Florida with Pete for a launch is going to be for a Falcon Heavy. I mean,
Or SLS. Well, that's a couple years down the road, though.
yeah.
I want to see a Falcon Heavy, too. That's one I do want to go see.
Yeah,
for sure.
I will go to Florida with Pete for Falcon Heavy, or BFR is around the corner, isn't it?
That's about the same time as the SLS, the big Falcon rocket.
Yeah, that's really not what it stands for, though. We can't say what it stands for on the radio.
Use your imagination.
BFR, big something rocket.
Finest, fun.
Sure, yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah,
that.
that's what it stands for. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's where my mind was.
Yeah, but
going.
the BFR or the heavy, yeah, I'll take off for a couple of days to go down to Florida. Florida, though, we'd still drive that one, wouldn't we?
I'd fly that one. Fly in Orlando.
Yeah. All right. Good.
That's a drive.
I've driven it.
I'm sure you have. Recently, didn't you?
No,
Oh, you
I
flew
drove
down
in
this summer?
We drove in 2014. Me and the now, previous.
Mm-hmm.
And I had planned it to go see the Orion capsule, and then to be nice to my wife who wanted to go with me, I planned a cruise and I missed the launch because I planned the cruise.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. I was kind of bummed about that
I imagine you would be.
because I'd rather see the launch than go on the cruise. I had fun on the cruise. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
I wanted to see the launch.
Yep.
just because I've done 8 hours with Pete in a car
24 is a little different.
I don't think I want to do that. I'd rather fly.
I know
to
what
that
happens when you ride in the car with Pete. I remember.
So
Yeah,
you're not gonna road trip.
I'm not going with you two. Oh heck no. Oh no, not with.
Oh heck no.
Not unless I'm by a window.
I think if I did that, I'd rent a car.
You think so?
If I was going to drive a 24, I'd rent a car. I wouldn't take my car down.
Why not?
I just want to put the wear and tear on it.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I'd have more room to pack, clothes and gear and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
9 o'clock, WSKB 89.5 FM Westfield. I have a special top of the hour that we did last week that I want to do again this week.
What was it?
Just because I can't play it any other time of the year.
You're going to play it?
Yeah, I have it over here.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a special top of the hour song for the holidays. And
I never know what's coming. I gotta tell you, even after 2 or 3 years with you, I never know where you're going.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not totally sure.
You've already heard this one. I did it last week. I'm only doing it a second time because after today, I can't play it again until
next year.
So enjoy it one last time.
Jessica Biel and Megan Fox wearing nothing but their socks is all I really want for Christmas this year.
Well, that's just not practical.
Spending a week in Mexico with some black eyes and some blow is all I really want for Christmas this year.
Ah, that sounds terrific. How about you, kids?
I would like a pair of skates, then I'd go out skating, but I really don't know how to skate.
I want a Lexus all in pink and a dad who doesn't drink.
Oh, and that reminds me, 12 kegs of beer.
All these happy wishes and lots of Christmas cheer is all I really want this year.
Santa's got his work cut out for him.
Oh, we ain't even gotten started yet.
I want to tour the Spanish coast.
Lunch with Michael Landon's ghost is all I really want for Christmas this year.
Wait, what?
Forget it, keep going.
Jennifer Garner in my bed.
Softer voices in my head
is all I really want for Christmas this year.
Yellow cake uranium, never mind the reason. Also shoots and ladders and a ball.
Doesn't this seem like too much stuff?
Pooh on you, it's not enough.
Buddy boy, I got your Christmas right here.
All these happy wishes and lots of Christmas cheer is all I really want this year.
I'm just saying it seems a bit excessive.
Oh, get off your soapbox, Brian. It's Christmas.
And Christmas is about getting. Everyone in town knows that.
Japanese girls with no restraint, just to choke me till I faint, is all I really want for Christmas this year. Giggity.
Platinum plated silverware.
Just one day when kids don't stare.
It's all I really want for Christmas
this year.
If you put a Christmas tree in the public airport, I will go to court and sue your ass. Happy holiday!
Wouldn't I love a Tinker toy?
And a little drummer boy. He can either tap his drum or my rear.
All these happy wishes and lots of Christmas cheer is all I really want this year.
I want a golden mustache comb
and some spermicidal foam.
That's all I really want for Christmas this year.
I want a brand new pitching wedge.
I would like more lemon pledge.
That's all I really want for Christmas this year.
I just want a wedding ring from someone named Jeffrey.
I just want some colored Easter eggs.
I want a Blu-ray of The Wiz. We don't know what Christmas is. We have something else called Gish Gam Flufir.
All these happy wishes and lots of Christmas cheer is all I really want this year.
WSKB's programming is generously underwritten by Whip City Fiber, Westfield Gas and Electric, where they offer gigabit internet speed. Whip City Fiber, turning Westfield's neighborhoods into fiberhoods. On the web at whipcityfiber.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. That's what you'll find on Ken's Den, Tuesdays from 8 till 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
9:05 in the morning. This is the 18th day of December in the year 2018. Anno Domini. What was that for?
Oh, it's coming. Next week, it's coming. Without boxes or bags, it's coming. I was in our favorite store yesterday, Ken. I know, you weren't there. I looked.
You didn't even tell me you were going.
I know. I went.
My God.
I know. Oh, by the way, I did.
I'm a little nonplussed right now.
I know. But there's all these signs up that say last minute shopping, last minute ideas, last minute. And I'm thinking last minute. I haven't started. Do you think I should?
I've started and finished already. I have one person I need to buy for.
You're good.
Good. You know, the boss and I both exchange a gift, and I give him liquor and he gives me liquor, and
there you go.
And that's it. And it's the same thing every year. So, yeah, I got my shopping done in about 10 minutes.
There was a line in our Christmas script, and the boy said, well, I did all my shopping at one place, and his friend said, yeah, they're going to be really impressed with all your gift certificates from a fast food restaurant. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what I should do. Just get them all gift certificates from something.
McDonald's used to be able to get them like 50-cent certificates at Halloween.
Yes.
Use those, hey.
And they
you know, I still have some. You know, I'm going to give those out, too, this year. What can you get at Mickey D's for 50 cents now?
Oh, nothing that I know of. I don't know. How much are fries? I love their fries.
Can't even get an ice cream cone for 50 cents.
I know. I'm a fast food junkie. I have to say that.
I used to be.
Oh, I love it.
I used to be, and all of a sudden, in order to be full now at a fast food joint, you're $13-14, really, and to get anything substantial.
Yeah.
And like, well, you know, for that amount of money, I'm going to eat something real, something decent.
I think that's true now, Ken. I think a lot of the, when you take your family and you take them to some of the fast foods, it's going to cost you $20 for a family.
At least.
You can, and I'm not disparaging fast food because I do really like it, and it serves.
Oh,
its purpose.
I like it too.
It serves its purpose. You know, you're on your way somewhere, you need to grab something now, but you can go down the street and stop at a store that say has grinders or whatever, and get something a little bit more nutritious for probably the same price.
Yeah.
You're gonna get out of your car. You're gonna have to walk in. It's gonna take more time, but it has. They all have their purpose. I like them. I like the fries, but
you know the only time
the
only time I go to the Clown is when I'm in Vegas, and it's about 4 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah, and they actually they have the value menu even in the middle of the strip. $1 for a burger.
That's
and
awesome.
$1 for small fries. I mean, I do, but this past year, instead of staying right in the center of the strip at Harrah's, I go 2 hotels over at Bally's because a group I'm involved with has a negotiated rate.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, there's Sbarro Pizza. There's Asian Market, but if you actually walk out of that studio, out of that casino, there's a fried chicken place, Blue Ribbon Fried Chicken, and it has to be like the second best fried chicken I've ever had.
Really?
And once I discovered the place, and they're open till like 3 something in the morning too.
I like those little places that pan fry everything.
Yeah. Every day, once I discovered this Blue Ribbon Fried Chicken, it's a chain out on the west, and every day. I had to have it.
That makes me wonder what's in it.
I don't care if they put crack in it.
Special dust.
Yeah. I mean, it's the West Coast over there. Things are a little different.
I mean, this fried chicken, it was crack for Kenny. I couldn't get enough of it. And then it was just a mound of fries. And check this out. 2-piece white with fries and coleslaw. Vegas, mid-strip, $13. That's good because 2 slices of pizza at Sbarro cost you $13 in Vegas. So excellent. And there was a Wahlburgers right next to this place. I wanted to try the Wahlburgers out. I fell in love with that fried chicken so much. I blew off Marky Mark.
How
did you really?
do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Wahlburgers was right there, and I'm like, no. I'm going to have that chicken instead.
Well, there is something about fried chicken that just is comforting.
It has to be done right.
You don't like fried chicken, Kathy?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
love
chicken. I love chicken.
I was starting to question you a little bit.
No, I'm chicken. I like chicken. I like beef. I like fish. I'm a meat person.
Me
but
too.
When my kids were little, and they were playing games, and you'll understand this because you're in you get into the soccer, and you're driving to this field and that field. So I would have to stop at McDonald's, feed one, take that one to the field, pick the other one up, take that one back to McDonald's, feed that one. So I'm going twice in a night, and the manager that I knew who he was, and he's watching all this. And finally I looked at him one day, and I said, I do know how to cook. And he looked at me and said, lady, I've always wanted to ask you that.
It's just more convenient half the time.
When your kids are on soccer fields, and in Westfield, they tend to put a family at the 2 opposite fields at exactly the same time.
Availability of fields. Things like that.
No, that's not true. There's somebody in the back room. They have all your names with all your kids, and they're going, she's got 2. Put this one at Paper Mill. Put that one at Stanley Park.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it works.
Yep.
In Park and Rec basketball, half the time, if you drafted one kid, you got to draft both kids at the same time.
In other organizations, it's been like that, but I don't know that it's that here.
Well, I did. For a while there, all I did was eat things that came out of little paper bags. That's it. So. No. I think I got enough.
I've seen her refrigerator. She's telling the truth here.
I believe you.
There's diet soda.
Oh no!
And she
juice.
She buys juice. I've seen her buy this. She buys this diet soda by the gross. It seems.
I used to do that.
I do.
Yeah, I have no idea how she had the strength to push that shopping cart.
But my freezer is full of spaghetti sauce
and cats.
Yeah, no, I don't have any cats in the freezer. Right? Well, yeah, technically we have one.
No.
Where am I?
You
but that's in my daughter's freezer. It's not in mine. It's in my daughter's. But no, I have a lot of spaghetti. I make it, and I have a lot of spaghetti sauce. Last year I even made it from my own tomatoes.
I remember we talked about the tomatoes.
Yeah.
I love making spaghetti sauce, and now I have a bigger pot. Like I had my 6-quart pot. It's about this big. Now I have a 20-quart pot.
Yeah.
I found that the price right. It's just an aluminum pot, good enough for what I do it for.
Now you live by yourself, so can you fit that in your fridge, that whole pot? If you clear the shelf?
Yes.
Nice. So then you can work on brining a big like a piece of pork in that, and then smoking it.
Yes.
That'd be great.
That's part of mostly what I bought it for. Yeah.
Awesome.
Break and then start the quiz because we got that other thing too.
I just wanted to mention that I bought something this weekend.
What'd you buy?
I've been wanting one for quite some time, and the right deal came up. $95, factory refurbished. New, they're like $240. One of those Ninja.
Oh, I was just talking to my client about one last night.
Blender? Ninja blender with the shaft that goes all the way up through the
with 3 blades?
Yeah, I mean, it'll pulverize anything. So
I still feel that the Vitamix is a stronger machine, but for the price, I mean, obviously you can't beat
$95, and it comes with the 2 different blades.
I was lucky. One of my clients this summer had both in their operation, so I got to use them side by side and test out which one I thought was better for the different capabilities. But they are pretty amazing.
I got the 1300 watt model.
making queso sauce in the Ninja, you just have to heat the milk in the pan and put the cheese in and add it to the Ninja with your ingredients, and it's instantly queso sauce.
It's probably going to be sitting on my porch when I get home, which means I'm going to go to the
Margaritas
supermarket.
at Kenny's. Woo!
Yeah.
Well, I have the Jimmy Buffett margarita machine for that.
Oh, jeez.
But this is
Sure, like I got a lot of gadgets, right?
This will be like single serve if I want to do that. But now I can go to the market and the messed up fruit in the back, the marked down stuff, the veggies. I just got all types of veggies and
smoothies.
Throw it in the machine and make my own V8.
Soup. Yep, V8. Yeah, it does a really good job with that.
Yeah. So I've wanted one for years. I got a Ninja coming to me.
That's exciting.
Okay, we can do that break now.
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, providing new handcrafted espresso drinks and all-day breakfast sandwiches. There's more to love with DD Perks, a loyalty program that's loyal to you. On the web at DunkinDonuts.com and at several locations throughout Westfield, including the Ely Campus Center.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
I recognize that music.
Yeah.
How
About
far?
15 minutes.
We're 15 minutes away?
9:34.
We got
So that's why I said we could start the quiz.
The launch is public broadcast, so you can actually rebroadcast it on 15. Is that?
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. Yeah.
I was expecting to hear another version of "Baby It's Cold Outside."
No, you said
I know.
quick break.
We've only heard it, twice?
No, you said quick break.
No, I didn't. You said break and then broadcast.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I heard quick break, so that was what
I have a question.
I want to get to the quiz, though.
We got plenty of time for the quiz. I have a question for the chef.
Hello.
Something from Food Network magazine. It was in the November issue.
No doubt.
And I take exception with some of the advice given here.
Okay.
All right. It's a section called In the Know, and people ask questions as to how to properly prepare or cook something. So, here is a tip. She's at a restaurant in New Orleans. I don't think this should change the way things come out or the way things should be. She says, for the creamiest mashed potatoes, use a stand mixer. Add cooked potatoes to the bowl and mash them with a paddle attachment, and then add warm cream and diced cold butter.
That makes sense.
Using a stand mixer, you know what type of torque and power there? Wouldn't that create so much gluten that they'd be like sticky?
They end up, if you overdo them, they'll become glue.
Yeah.
But it's, you just got to stop it at the right time, I guess, is what she,
Yeah, keep tasting it. You can see it, though.
But I mean,
by the time you think it's...
You have to know what you're doing.
And it's true. It depends. I've worked with a lot of different chefs classically, and the ones that use the mixer method, some of them use a paddle, and some of them use the whisk for the whipped potatoes. But to get a mashed potato, there'll still be some chunks when you use the paddle, but you just have to know when to stop it, I guess.
Yeah, because I've used blenders before, and I've ended up with glue.
Mashed potatoes, chunky or smooth?
Well, here's the other key thing: type of potato determines type of mashed potatoes, moisture content. So you've got dry potatoes and wet potatoes. So there's no gluten because it's potatoes, but their own starches get gluey at different rates depending on the kind of potato.
I heard the russets are the best, right?
Russets are the dry potato. So I use a three-way blend. I like to do so I'll use russets as a heavy base, and a little bit of Yukon Gold because I like their buttery flavor, and then some white potato or red skin but white flesh potato to really balance out the flavor. And to answer your question, one time many years ago, my restaurant was reviewed, and they said that the mashed potatoes had the perfect amount of chunks and sauce. Basically, I don't think those were the words they used, but where you have
the ratios.
It's pieces of potato that are not raw that do smush up when you bite them, but then some creaminess around them. That's a good mashed potato.
Another recommendation they have here is they say skip the homemade pie dough. we were talking about pies today. Go to the supermarket and use the pre-made pie dough. What are your thoughts on that?
It's highly convenient. I mean, and these magazines are written for busy Americans, so I mean, I understand. The products that they're making are fairly good. They're fairly flaky, but if you make it yourself, you're missing the element of love, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's highly overrated.
Or stress.
Stress.
Depends on how good you are at it.
The thing, you also have to plan ahead more if you're not going to use a pre-made crust, because you do have the standing time in the fridge in order to do it proper. You just can't turn around and say, "Okay, I'm going to make a pie. I feel like making a pie."
Yeah, right.
That
doesn't
happen.
And I mean, it's not really any more cheating than using a pre-made phyllo dough, because who wants to roll out that piece of dough 30 times? So
yeah,
we take conveniences where we can get them, and
who wants to make wonton wrappers?
Look at the ingredients. Depending on the brand, make sure there's not a bunch of weird stuff in it that you don't understand. I guess that would be my only thing about buying a pre-made anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, read the ingredients.
4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time launch from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. My name is Tom Perderio, and I'm a firmware engineer here at SpaceX. Today's payload is...
I don't like this guy. I like the other guy, that older guy.
I like the older guy, too.
He's got the best voice for that.
And he's enthusiastic. He gets into it and says, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And this guy just sits there all monotone.
This is a SpaceX vehicle, right?
Yeah, it's live.
But it has the Air Force
It's flying an Air Force mission GPS-3.
Okay, that makes sense.
Due to a combination of spacecraft mass and orbit, we will not be attempting a first-stage recovery today, as we need to reserve enough fuel to get the payload to its intended.
Well, that's no good.
Today's launch represents SpaceX's 21st launch and final launch for 2018. The launch window
21 launches in 1 year, that's a lot.
Right, but I'm a little
thinking of money that goes behind that.
I'm a little disappointed they're not doing a recovery for the engine.
GPS-3 is a heavy satellite. They need all the fuel to get into orbit.
Then use 2.
My name is Shiva. I'm a Falcon integration test
Make it a Falcon medium instead of a Falcon heavy.
A live view of Falcon 9, our 2-stage liquid-fueled launch vehicle.
These guys are so young.
Now, Falcon 9 is over 7 meters tall, which is taller than a 21-story building.
So
the base of the vehicle,
T-minus is
shrouded
what?
in some fog, is what we refer to as
34, about 33 past the hour.
9 Merlin engines at its
All right,
base, which accelerate the entire vehicle.
That's why I wanted to start the quiz, but nobody's taking the bait with me.
As Tom mentioned earlier,
I'm trying to plan the rest of the show out.
I'm ready.
Nobody's cooperating.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, it's my Christmas show, though. I'm not going to do 15 minutes of
It's his Christmas
pre-launch.
show, so he started his morning with his coffee and his whiskey, and with Santa Claus.
All right, let's do our answers.
That's where Santa Claus's
so
whiskey
I can
went.
find out how badly I did. I'm last. I'm good. I'm okay with it. I'm over it.
You ready, Ken?
I'm ready.
Quick question about the launch.
Yes.
Is Elon Musk still
He tried, Peter.
still connected to SpaceX?
He runs the company. Yes.
He does. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, back to the pie.
That's his baby.
And what we'll do is we won't go over all of the answers right here.
Yeah, we'll do partial,
we'll
break.
Do partial, we'll break.
That's what I was planning on.
How long is
Somebody produces this show.
How long is...
I'm just here to look good. I'm just
going
here
to
to
talk
look
about producers later.
Yeah.
How long is the next version of Baby It's Cold Outside going to be?
I think we skip it.
No.
I don't know. I got one that's a minute.
Minute
14.
Minute 14?
Yeah.
And T-minus ends up at 9:34?
You can watch the clock, Ken. I'll even put it up for you. How's that?
Yawning.
All right, let's get to the questions.
All right, here we go.
Jeez.
Number 1, which of these is America's favorite pie? The answer was C, apple.
Yay.
That was easy.
Give yourself a point if you got that right.
Is it a point quiz? Yeah. All right.
Number 2, in the Middle Ages, pies were mostly savory and filled with various types of meat. C.
2 for 2.
Woohoo. Number 3.
It's not going to last.
Yeah, well.
Which of these ingredients is not typically found in pie dough? The answer was C. Baking
3 for 3. Woo!
powder.
Got that one wrong because I buy my pie dough.
Secret, baking powder makes things rise. Pie dough, you want nice and flaky.
Correct.
So, flat.
Number 4. What were the first pie crusts called?
I guessed.
I got this one wrong. The correct answer is D.
Yes!
Coffins. Pie crusts made in England around the 12th century
I guess.
were called coffins, which meant boxes.
Right, because coffers. The coffers are full. So I was like, it's a filling with a lid.
Yeah, I love
There goes those 4 years of Latin I slept through finally paid off.
Number 5. To achieve a flaky pie crust, the butter should be A, cold.
That was a correct one, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. No, Kathy?
No, I'm not doing well. I got 3 wrong out of 5.
Oh, no. This is why you
Well,
don't
room
make pie.
temperature for cookies.
Don't ask me to bring.
Have you ever baked a pie?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay, just curious. No big deal.
I have.
Number
Not often.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to say when. I didn't ask that.
Number 6. Which pie dough is the correct texture? The answer is B. That's the crumbly one.
I thought that was too crumbly, actually. In my opinion.
So,
moving along.
You don't want smooth, though. The other one's smooth.
What state? I mean, how much I don't know. Good enough.
mix the dough until it starts clumping together, but stop before it gathers into a ball. The dough should hold together when you squeeze it with your fingers.
Read that again?
Mix the dough until it starts clumping together, but stop before it gathers into a ball.
Right.
The dough should hold together when you squeeze it with your fingers.
Right, that's A. That's not B. If you listen to the description, look at the pictures.
Well, I'm going with B because I got it right.
Yeah,
but what he said is what I thought, and that's why I circled A.
I said A.
It looks like A is already too.
It's with your fingers clumping together. If it's too dry, that bottom one looks like it's too dry.
B looks too crumbly to
Next
me.
question. It looks more like a crumble, but yeah.
Overruled.
Okay.
But their answer doesn't match. Picture.
What is the right way
I can test that
to roll out pie dough? All right. Answer is let's see, number 7. B. From the center outward. Yeah, I tried to push you in a certain direction on that one, Pete. If I
know. I guessed. I know.
Back and forth across the dough didn't specify which direction, because that's I usually go up and then sideways, which is also like
that's what I picked, back and forth across the dough.
Well,
that's why I was wondering about
back and forth is up and down and up and down and up and down. In my eyes.
But I'd go horizontal and vertically.
Right,
when
yeah.
I'm doing it, so.
Which does the same thing as from the center
outward, yeah.
Well, I got it right. Miracles. It's a miracle.
Next question.
Number 8 was, which tool makes each crimped crust edge? Give yourself a point for every correct one. A was a spoon.
Come on.
B was... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 8. Question 8. Okay. A was kitchen shear.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I got that
did
right.
get that right.
B is spoon. C is chopstick, and D is fork. All right.
I got this wrong.
I was 50-50.
I got 2 on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. C looked to me more like the fork, and D looked like
Right,
the
exactly,
chopstick,
yeah.
but
Question number 9.
I use my fingers.
Question number 9. What does it mean to blind bake a pie?
I've never heard that.
A.
Never.
To bake the pie crust before adding the filling.
I guessed it.
Yay, good job.
The countdown just recycled. Something happened.
All right, and this is because I've been to many launches with delays. This is exactly why we didn't sit there and just go through it.
But it doesn't look like they're venting it, so.
All right, we'll see, we'll see what happens. Number 10, and then we'll play a song and get back to life here. What is this tool called? The answer was B, a pastry blender.
Woohoo! Yeah, I got that one right.
That's the one I almost blew.
That one, dude.
Way to go.
I almost blew that one because Chef started talking about how it's shaped, and then I see mezzaluna, and I'm like, well, I stuck with my original answer,
Good
which
job.
paid off. All right, so what time is it? 9:29. Let's do that minute and a half song, Pete. That way there we'll have the 9:30 covered. We'll be back right after this.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go
But
away.
baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
been hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My mother will start to worry,
beautiful what
and
you
father
have.
will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half a drink
Put
more.
some records on while I pour.
Neighbors mind,
Baby, it's bad out there.
say, what's in this
No
drink?
cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew
Your
how
eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I'll just
swell.
say no, no,
Mind
no,
if
sir.
I'm moving
At least
closer?
I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't stand.
Baby, don't hold out.
Ah, but
Baby, it's cold
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I work at Burger King making flamboyant Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. Don't touch the fries in hot fat. It really hurts bad, and so do skin grafts. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Wait for the bell. Can't hear the bell. Where is the bell? Wait for the bell. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
9:32 in the morning. We've had a scrub on the launch, so we're just going to keep going as I planned.
Upper level winds, and
The
they'll
window
try
is
tomorrow.
closed.
Yeah, it happens.
It's windy here right now.
You and I were delayed 2 or 3 times. The
rain the
2 or 3
second day.
days, right?
Rain the first day, second day high winds. Same reason.
Back to the quiz. Number
Okay.
11.
I had no idea what some of these pictures
Right.
were. I
What is the
couldn't-
proper name for each dessert? And from left to right, A was pasty.
Tasty.
B was a tart.
No, really.
C, turnover. And D, galette. Oh, I got all those.
2 for 2.
I guessed. No, I had no idea what the picture was on B. And D. I had no
I got
clue.
A and C reversed.
The thing is that the tart is fancy with the fancy edge, and the galette is rustic.
Yeah,
That's where they come from, how they're made.
Number 12.
Otherwise, they're kind of the same thing.
What is the main reason bakers prick the letter A into the top crust of an apple pie? And this is the one that Chef and I take issue with.
Vent.
Well, then why make an A?
They claim B. A double crust pie needs tiny holes, slits for cutouts in the top crust.
We never made an A. It was just slits.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the letter A specifically is in the question. So why would you put an A and not just some slits?
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but I said B.
I got
so
it right.
that's right.
And that's why it's A and B, because there would be absolutely no reason to use the letter A.
If you chose either A or B, me and the chef are approving that. The magazine says B.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well,
but it didn't have to be a
But
letter
the
A.
physical reason for it is to vent the pie.
Right,
But
but
the letter A is in quotation marks.
But in a commercial kitchen, you would put an A into that crust so you know what's in it. So when you go to sell it, you're selling the right thing. Of course, this isn't geared towards commercial stuff at all.
I get it, but there would be no other reason to specifically put the letter A.
Yeah, give yourself a point. Number 13. Which of the following is the reason a pumpkin pie might crack? 12.
13.
13. What am I doing? Okay, 13.
Yeah.
D.
It's A and B.
D.
Yeah.
Both A and B. It was overbaked and it cooled too quickly.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think
overbaking dries it out, and cooling too quickly splits it.
Yep.
I did not know that. I've had that happen now. I know.
Same thing with the cheesecake.
See, I have made a pumpkin pie.
Yay.
Canned pumpkin.
You took the words right out of my
I
mouth.
knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
There's nothing wrong with canned pumpkin.
Absolutely not.
Nothing wrong at all. Excuse me. Number 14. If your pie dough is too soft to roll out, you should
return it to the fridge.
A. Return it to the fridge.
I would agree with that one.
Got one.
That was the whole point of that one. Should. There's other things you do if you got to go quicker.
I don't know.
It really isn't. Because you mess up the dough if you did anything else to it.
Yeah. Number 15.
I don't know.
What is the main ingredient in a shoe fly pie? The answer was
molasses.
B. Molasses.
Yeah.
Called shoe fly pie because flies would be attracted to the molasses, and you go shoe fly, shoe fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I wonder if that's even what they say here, because that's how I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoe fly pie is a molasses crumb cake baked into a pie crust. Legend has it that the pie was named after shoe fly, a former molasses brand. That's the first time I've heard of that.
First time I heard that too.
But that doesn't mean that isn't.
But the
where
brand
got
predates
it
comes
named.
from
The brand could have gotten its name from
Correct.
All right, so I got that one. I'm doing exceptionally well on this. How are you doing?
I'm doing exceptionally well.
I'm
too.
really.
I'm only arguing
doing
with the
pretty
ones
good.
I got wrong.
I'm
Go ahead, rub it in, boys. Rub it in.
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good.
I only blew a couple of them. I mean, I'm doing a lot better than what I thought I'd be doing.
We have now blown the gender woman cooking right out the window. I am not even on the counter.
The Swedish chef did that in the 70s.
Okay.
That was a different character. No, he did that too. Yeah. Okay, number 16, 16. Which of these pies is typically made in a graham cracker crust? The answer is A.
I guessed right.
I have to admit
I was
something.
pretty sure that was what it was, but I guessed.
I have never eaten a key lime pie.
I have.
Key lime pie is
really
awesome.
A real key lime pie is awesome. And
it's yellow.
It is very in a light yellow with just a hint of greenish color from the zest of the. So, and key limes are tiny. If you've ever seen them, they're very tiny limes that come from the Florida Keys, and so you can to make a real key lime pie, you have to get them. And my friend Ed from Ed's Fries, you might have seen him around town. He used to do the French fry things at the town. He passed away last year, but when I was at Pap's, he became a customer, a friend of mine, and he said, my daughter sent me up these key limes from Florida.
Oh.
Can I come in the kitchen and make a key lime pie with you? So we did. We did his classical recipe and had all the little fresh key limes. It was fantastic.
I did look up on a shelf at the.
That's one of the things that when I do my road trip, one of my bucket list trips is to drive to the Keys.
Oh.
And I want to. That's.
At the market,
having one with limes that were picked down there and haven't been trucked.
Correct.
Would absolutely make an amazing difference in the flavor because all the zest in the skin and it hasn't been trucked off or processed or
they do have key lime juice available at the market, which in a pinch, it's okay.
It makes a good pie, absolutely.
Yeah, it's still yellowish. Yeah. I mean, if you see a key lime pie and it's pistachio green, there's something wrong.
I mean, you can make a key lime pie with regular limes, but it just doesn't have that signature little bit of bite. It's like using Meyer lemons. They have that little bit of extra bite than a regular lemon.
Yeah. That I had the little note here on my page here. Conversation when we get to that one. I love key lime pie.
And people always go on and on and on about it. I'll have to try it.
It's one of my favorites.
Is it?
A proper key lime pie. Yeah. Going down you do the Florida run, you have to stop in Miami and get yourself a proper Cubano.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be able. There was one place where Pancake Sundays is, like 15 years ago. You could get a Cubano there, and I've missed them ever since they've left. And then there's a place up on the hill for a year and a half or so by JJ's. You could get a Cubano, pretty good Cubano. Gone. Don't know where to get a real Cubano in this area now.
Whoever's got one, message Ken, because I know there's one somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but I know it's somewhere.
If you know where to get a real...
Probably in Holyoke.
Ken will come and find it.
Yeah, if you know where to find a real Cubano, get in touch with me somehow. Facebook, email, call the station, whatever. People have ways of finding me. I'm easy to be found. And I'm dying for a real Cubano.
So, Kenny, where's Pie Town?
You did that to yourself, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about pie.
Number 17, where is the village of Pie Town? That would be in New Mexico.
Oh, that's a good guess.
The key, 8,000 feet. It only could be New Mexico or Utah.
Yeah, right. It was either A or B, right?
I said Utah.
And the one place I've been outside of New England is New Mexico and the Colorado and Rockies. So I knew that the elevation was right about perfect for New Mexico.
A place or the one place you've been outside of New England?
Yeah, the only time I've ever really flown or traveled, I took we did 2 weeks backpacking in the Philmont Scout Ranch down in New Mexico.
All right.
So we flew into Colorado Springs, and I experienced that. And,
all right.
Yeah. I'm not a worldly guy.
Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, North Carolina, California, Nevada.
Now he's just rubbing it in.
Colorado.
What do you got? One of those maps with all the little things filled in? I'll get there. I'm young still.
Illinois.
Illinois. What on earth?
Chicago.
The secret is
okay.
Indiana. Georgia, Virginia.
I've been so fortunate to find all the things that I need and love around here that I haven't never had to leave.
Utah is one of them too. Oh God!
All right, 2 questions.
But I haven't been to Pie Town.
Well, you have to put it on the list.
You're gonna have to go there.
I've been by Santa Claus, Indiana. I think I posted a picture. Yes, Virginia, there is.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, you did that. All right, this one's going to be interesting to find out. Number 18.
I have no idea.
According to etiquette experts, pie a la mode should be eaten with
both
a fork and a spoon.
Because you eat the pie with the fork and the ice cream with the spoon.
And I'll get into their explanation. I'll explain, Lucy.
Okay, explain.
Etiquette experts recommend holding the pie down with a fork in your left hand and eating both the pie and the spoon.
So it's eating it with a spoon
out of your right hand.
So that's eating it with a spoon.
I'm far more civilized than that. Thank you very much.
They're not eating it with a fork. They're eating it with
I, however, said both, so I got it correct.
I got it right.
I said both. Did you say both? That's only because I was clueless.
Yeah, that's funny.
I eat pie usually with a fork.
I do too, but when it has ice cream.
Yeah, but the ice cream mixes with the pie, so you
But
can...
don't you want the juice on the bottom of the plate? And
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
not a
good
big
stuff?
ice cream.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I can definitely get the
Yeah,
crust in the spoon.
you're right,
I can't
you're
get the
right,
ice cream
you're
on the
right.
fork.
I just
so
lift it up and pour it in like a bowl of ramen broth.
I can see that.
Now let's do the true or false.
What a visual. What a visual. I love it. Oh.
Number 19, Boston cream pie is not actually a pie. That is true. Boston cream pies are layer cakes with pastry cream.
Yep. We've had this discussion before.
Yes, we have.
Many times.
Number 20, adding vodka to pie dough makes for a flaky crust. Oh my God, I lost that one. The answer is true.
You know why? Because it dries out faster than water would.
Evaporates
Similar
quicker.
to water, vodka binds the dough ingredients. But since vodka is 40% ethanol, most will cook off and less gluten will develop in the dough.
Yep.
I'm going to load my next pie up with vodka now.
Another great use for vodka: steam a lobster in vodka. Don't let it blow up. You have to be careful.
Would you use the good? Would you use the good
Or
stuff
he
for
gets
that,
drunk.
or the cheap stuff that's like $10 for a 1.75?
Don't cook with it if you won't drink it, my friend.
Well, I drink it as a mixer, so I'll use the vodka that comes in a plastic bottle for that. Then,
well, vodka.
Yeah. I mean,
let's see. Number 21, you should always grease a pie pan. False.
Yay!
I got that one wrong.
Yeah, I got
I
that
don't
one
bake enough
right.
pies.
Yeah, and I tried to coach you on that one.
I know. The word always is kind of operative.
Well, pie dough in itself is
should have enough fat in it.
where you don't need to grease.
That was my original thought. I was like, but then you don't want it to stick either.
Because the crust already contains so much butter or shortening, you do not need to grease the pan.
Yeah, that was my original. That was what popped in my head, and then I went against that, and I lost.
Number 22, Red Delicious apples are ideal for apple pies.
I say false.
Correct answer is false.
I was just talking about Red Delicious apples last night in Cooking 101, or class number 2, and how we did a fall salad, and I had the granny. It was fall time, so the Granny Smiths and the other apples, and we were talking about. And I brought a Red Delicious. I said, "This is the apple flavor that you recognize as apple juice and apple flavor, but this is the worst apple to cook or do anything with that I can think of it."
Yep, they can become too mushy when cooked. I like a little bit of mush along with the texture of the whole apple pieces, but they go along and say our test kitchen chefs like a mix of sweet and tart apples, which is what we were talking about, and they suggest Granny Smith, Gala, and Brayburn.
Cortland's, Honey Crisps, all kind of in that same.
Yeah. No Macintosh, no Macon. Those are eaten apples.
Macintosh I make my apple pies with Granny Smiths and Macintosh because I like the flavor, and I just eat it anyway.
That's how I deal with it. All right, 9:45 going on to 9:46. So we'll take a break, and when we get back, we'll score ourselves.
I really can't
But
stay.
baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry,
Beautiful, what's your hurry?
and father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace roll.
So really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
The neighbors might think,
Baby, it's bad out there.
say, what's in this
No cash to be
drink?
had out there.
I wish I knew
Rising like
how
starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no, no, no,
Mind if
sir.
I move in closer?
At least I'm gonna say that I
What's
tried.
the sense in hurting my pride?
Really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out. Ah, but it's cold outside.
I simply must
But
go.
baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is
Baby, it's
no.
cold outside.
This welcome has
Lucky
been
that you dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window at that
My
storm.
sister will be
Gosh,
suspicious.
your lips look delicious.
My brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon tropical shore.
My maiden aunt's mind is vicious.
Oh, your lips look delicious.
Well, maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
I've got to get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say, lend me your coat.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been great.
I'll thrill when you touch my hair.
Don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong sorrow.
At least there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia and
I
I
really can't stay.
get rid of that holdout, how about it's cold outside?
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, providing new handcrafted espresso drinks and all-day breakfast sandwiches. There's more to love with DD Perks, a loyalty program that's loyal to you. On the web at DunkinDonuts.com and at several locations throughout Westfield, including the Ely Campus Center.
Underwriting for community radio is provided by the YMCA of Greater Westfield. Every day, the YMCA strengthens the community through programs and services focused on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. For all the Y's many programs and services, visit us on the web at www.westfieldymca.org. The YMCA, 67 Court Street in downtown Westfield. We're more than a gym. We're a cause. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Thursday morning from 6 till 8, it's Patrick Berry, owner of the Westfield News Group.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
9:50 in the morning.
Where does the time go, Ken?
Oh, my goodness.
We completed the quiz.
Dun, 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 dun.
Missed a launch. That didn't happen because it got
We didn't
scrubbed.
miss it. It got scrubbed.
It didn't happen.
This is it. No more show after this for me before Christmas. Well, actually,
you're going to be doing a lot of shows before Christmas because you're going to be with me on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and
are you guys going to stop in?
New Year's Eve. Where are you guys going to be New Year's Eve?
We're going to be starting at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Children's Museum doing our countdown show.
Oh, yeah, definitely stop by.
Pop
the Children's
in.
Museum. Cool.
Amelia Park, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that on New Year's Eve. On Thursday, Christmas show for WSKB.
You're invited to that if you want to pop in.
Oh, cool. What year are we counting down this year?
We're doing actually, because it's been 50 years since our last birthday celebration as a city, I'm doing the top 20 from 69, 79, 89, 99, and 09.
Oh, cool.
But then after us at 8 o'clock, Jason Panda Phillips and Tom Convery are going to be in the studio, and they're going to do a top 40 of the classic. What we normally do is 88, 30 years ago.
Oh, okay, 30 years. That's what
So they're going to do that from 8 to midnight.
Oh, okay.
Top 40. But the top 20 I thought was nice because it's kind of a good mix of five
It's music
decades
for
of
everybody.
music.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's going to be a kids' dance party at the same time.
Oh, I'll bring the little one.
So we'll bring the speakers out there, and while the kids are running around like they will be all day in the Children's Museum, we'll be playing tunes.
Cool. That's awesome.
I think Chef beat me this time around with the quiz.
I got 7 wrong, so that means I got 21 right.
You got 21. Kathy, what did you get?
I'm not going to say. 15 right. Boy, that was a threat, wasn't it?
15 right?
15.
Out of how many? There's 28 questions.
So she did more. She did better than 50%.
Hey.
By one. Hey.
It was a guess.
That's
it was a guess.
That's a D minus.
Was it? Can I take it again?
Now I got I got 23. But Chef, you got.
Well, I got 26, and I still contested 2. Well, no, I'll give them that they eat with the fork and the spoon. Sure, that's etiquette and manners. I don't know a whole lot about that anymore.
Yeah, but I do agree with you on that other one you are contesting. That's why I told you to take a point for that.
2 wrong, whatever. 2 wrong is good enough for me.
I was going through some of my files yesterday, making sure I had everything for the show. You've been here now a year.
Wow. All those hours that I've.
Yeah, the first show I wanted to talk about. I think it was Thanksgiving leftovers or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what we let off with.
Yeah.
So you've been with us now a year.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm happy to be here. It's a lot of fun. I love coming and getting to talk with you guys here and share a little knowledge and a little fun, and I appreciate it.
So
you have a class coming up, right?
Well, as part of what I do in-home cooking lessons for individuals. I just picked up a new client, and I started going to his house, and I helped him rearrange his pots and pans and got rid of his scratched Teflon and helped him find some new stuff that he needed, and now I'm teaching him how to cook We did a one.
Is this like a new bachelor or something?
He just wants to be able to cook better for his family, and he's so
Okay.
and be able to cook for himself. He's lost a lot of weight. He wants on diet, so now he wants to eat with less ingredients and less things. So when I go to a house, I can teach people how to eat, what they want to eat in the healthiest way or the way that they like, and help them experience different ingredients. So we did Chicken 101 last week, and we did a bunch of different. I did Cornish game hens one style, and showed them how to debone a fryer chicken to boil. And then we did show them how to make the same kind of stuff you would buy in the grocery store without any preservatives, because he was buying pre-cooked chicken. And each week now I'll go back and I'll teach him something else. So
that's your cooking 101?
Well, that was basically people can whatever my services are based on your personal needs or your household needs. So when I go in and if you're looking to eat healthier, then I can help you design your diet to that, or help you figure out what needs to be in your pantry, or help you get rid of the things that are making you go backwards in your journey forwards in health and nutrition. So
and people can find you on Facebook, or
find me on Facebook or chefjohnslattery.com.
Excellent.
On my website. So.
9:55 in the morning. I want to thank my listeners for giving me 2 hours of your life again that you'll never, ever get back.
Wait. You didn't tell them where you were going to be Thursday. You started and you didn't finish.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
How long have I been doing this?
I have no idea.
4 years.
I'm giving the teacher the finger now.
The other finger.
Shirley is going to be moving up the hierarchy chain around this joint.
Huh?
You're going to move up a slot.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Because he started a week ahead of me. I want to also thank my viewers on Channel 15 or WestfieldTV.org. This coming Thursday, 6 a.m. during Patrick Berry's show, that's our Christmas show. And I'll be there. We'll be broadcasting live from Studio 120, where WCPC is building their studios. I also have a hotline to the North Pole, and Santa has leaked his shopping list, or his present list for all the WSKB personalities, and, and he mailed it to me yesterday. So I'm going to have that for Thursday. Let's see, next week, 12 hours of polka and Polish Christmas music. I'm going to take the day off. 2 weeks from now, best of, although if I get bored, I might pre-record a show between then and now. I don't know. If I pre-record a show, we'll just load it up. That's easy enough to do.
Okay.
That would be New Year's Day, huh?
Yeah, that'd be New Year's Day.
We're all going to be recovering from first night.
And 3 weeks from now, I'm going to be in Vegas at the Electronic Show, so Kathy will be hosting Dan Paquette from the library.
Oh,
that should be exciting.
Okay, good to know.
I'll still be here.
Thank you.
I'll take care of the paperwork for you, Kathy.
Yes, you always do, and you make it easy, and I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. That's all I have. Happy Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, or whatever the hell you're supposed to say now. Season's beatings. I'll see you next time.
God, I was afraid you'd say that. Okay, lunchtime, I'll sit. All right. We can stand. It's fine. I need the exercise. You mean we're not going to do our... I love that song. It's a beautiful song, isn't it? And she sings it beautifully. I was actually considering moving to Oz, but their website crashed on Tuesday. Here's one of the most uncomfortable holiday songs ever written. It's about trying to get someone drunk so they end up making the horrible decision to sleep. It's cold outside. Tonight, maybe it's not cold outside? Yeah, it's 150 degrees. The baby is cold outside. The baby is
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
As they say on the radio,